So today, guys, we're back with a video. It's been a long time since we've done a review, but I'm gonna be trying out the newly released Road to the Final Donyell Malen, 87 rated. Obviously, they've already beaten Chelsea once, but we'll get into that later. 4 star, perfect for a striker. 5'10", good build. Left mid centre forward he can play, which is good for squad building. In this case, I didn't need that, but obviously his pace is phenomenal. Finishing probably would needs a bit better with 85 finishing. He's got all the traits in the world that he needs perfectly. They're the two, in my opinion, at the best. This is a nice little feature from EA. Unfortunately, he got the win before they released him, so it doesn't going to count. So they're gonna have to beat Chelsea away. His dribbling is average for this point in the game. I think we'll get into that later with the chemistry styles, obviously. But I think his shooting and dribbling will need to be improved, or specifically his agility and balance. But we'll get into that later after the gameplay. I'm going to be trying him out in a 4-2-3-1. I've changed it up. I'm playing him solo striker to start off with, but then later on in the games, I thought he would be better in a double striker formation, so I tried the 4-1-2-1-2 with him. Yeah, so let's get into the gameplay. Hope you like the video. If you do, like and subscribe. So, guys, you would have just seen the gameplay. I'll be interested to see what you think, like your opinion would be just from that gameplay you watched, just alone. I'll tell you mine. So, as an overall, I've got to say I wasn't the biggest lover. He was what I'd expect from a 4-star striker with high pace, if you know what I mean. Finishing not the best. Obviously we'll discuss what chemistry style in a minute. But yeah, 4-star attacker, can play good positions left mid centre forward. I just didn't think he just misses that it factor. He doesn't have the skills. Obviously, the weak foot. He misses a couple 1-on-1s, which you would have seen. His dribbling, his agility and balance is not the best. His dribbling at this point in the game, 88, 80, like it's just all average really. I think it's just not that good. Obviously, it's unfortunate that Dortmund beat them before they released the promo team. A lot of people have been victimised of that, I suppose. So it would have been nice if they gave him the upgrade for that anyway, but I can understand why they didn't. His card weren't even out, so we're gonna have to rely on him. We have to rely on Dortmund trying to beat Chelsea away from home, which Chelsea aren't doing that well at the moment, but we'll see. I've got a feeling Chelsea might pull a result out of the bag there, and I packed for Fana as well, so that might upgrade his that will lead to an upgrade for his card as well, which will be good. 91k. If they get knocked out, that will plummet, I reckon, to like 25k, 30k. Honestly, he's a pretty average card in my opinion. He's not worth 91k, but let's suppose he gets an upgrade or two. Obviously, if he gets to 5-star, I forgot what the round that they need to get to the 5-star skill or 5-star weak foot is. Obviously, I know if they win it, highly unlikely. But then again, Dortmund are doing really well this year. This is like the year of the underdogs. Napoli, Dortmund are playing well. But if he got the 3 extra traits, I don't really think that would be necessary, really, because he already has the 2 best traits in my opinion. Obviously, power free kick could be good, power header really if you want to be crossing. But yeah, it needs to. In my opinion, they need to go as far enough to get the 5-star weak foot or 5-star skill upgrade. I think it's essential, especially for this point in the game. If you use an attacker, unless he's got low centre of gravity, good dribbling, because he's quite small. He's 5'10", but he's got a controlled body type, which his acceleration is controlled, which is just it means he's a bit. If you do try him out, you could tell he's like a bit slower on the ball. It takes a bit longer to turn. That's why I use him in a 2 striker formation towards the end, because he just couldn't do it all by himself up front on his own. Especially I was trying out Forsberg as well. He weren't lighting it up either behind him. Right, what I'd go for chem style. What I'd go for. Would I go for an engine? I wouldn't. I'd go for a. What would I go for? There it is. That's the one. That is exactly the one there. You see me looking for a couple there. I forgot finisher was in the explosive line, but you see, I was struggling there. Finisher is the one for me. It puts his finishing, obviously maxes it out. It basically improves his finishing tenfold. His dribbling is the I'll probably say his dribbling is the next best thing to improve after his shooting. Sorry about. But yeah, 99 agility, 93 balance with this, and then 99 dribbling, just full stop. So for me, this is the must chem style. If you're going to use him, it brings him to a 92 striker with that. Even at winger, he could be good with that. Look at his stats with the finisher at winger. I think that can be really good, especially with his height. Can get past the defenders, especially with an improved dribbling. That would help with his ability to go around defenders. So yeah, but 91k. Let's just say as an overview, they need to go through and get a couple more upgrades, and then I'll consider this guy a reasonably good card. At the moment, I think he's just below the power curve. Everyone I feel like would have much better strikers than him at the moment. But obviously, if you're Dutch, support Dortmund, go ahead, get him. I could see why you like him. Good player in real life. Obviously has the potential to be good. And especially with this card, has the potential to be good as well if they go far. So, thank you guys for watching. Leave a like and subscribe.